Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another video. We're doing Explorer yet again, and today we have a spicy deck. Here with me, Arno Schmidt. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you very much. JUND Transmogrify. We are trying to put Titan of Industry into play ahead of schedule. How are we doing that? We're playing a deck without any other creatures in our deck to then transmogrify one of our tokens, which we have various ways to make tokens, and then turn into a creature from the top of our deck, which is only the Titan, so we will always find the Titan. Lukka, Coppercoat, Outcast is essentially the same as Transmogrify. With that -2, we can destroy a creature or exile a creature of ours, and then get a creature with a higher CMC and get another Titan into play. So it's just more of the same, essentially. But it doesn't work on your own Titan, because then it would only look for creatures in your deck that are CMC 7, CMC 8 or more, and that wouldn't work because we're not playing any of that. So we're playing Courier's Briefcase, ramps us into archetype, perfect card to speed things up. Then we have Fable, don't have to explain that one. Careful Cultivation essentially does the same that Briefcase does. It gives you a 2-mana 1/1 elf at instant speed. Really nice one for this deck to ramp you again into Transmogrify, but also keep that 1/1 around for if you just want to go a fair game plan, cast an Esika's Chariot, and hey, even sometimes you just cast a Titan of Industry, or you get a Kaheera back ahead of curve, put it into play with a Chariot that pumps the Chariot tokens with the Kaheera, which is pretty neat. So yeah, there's this card is very, very nice, and you want to have it in your opening hand basically every game. And black is the addition of this version. We've had Timo, we can play Gruul, but I wanted to try black. I think that's fairly unexplored. Yeah, and black gives us two of the best interaction spells in the format, right? Fatal Push and Thoughtseize. Thoughteize to clear the way, Fatal Push to defend ourselves against fast aggressive decks, but spirits, whatever it may be. We also have various ways of triggering the revolt by sacking a treasure here, or Fable of the Mirror Breaker getting exiled and coming back. Just various little permanents that might die. Or we also have to sacrifice on casualty in Ob Nixilis, which is another cool card we can gain when playing black. Of course, this gives us a 1/1 token, which we can use for Transmogrify, but it also gives us an alternative way to attack the opponent, especially a control player, which is usually one of the tougher matchups. If you play with this deck against a deck with counter spells, usually they just counter your Esika's Chariot or your Transmogrify, or have a removal in response to Transmogrify, right? That's also pretty rough. That's where the black comes in to defend that angle of weakness that this deck otherwise has with Ob Nixilis and Thoughtseize, to have that alternative way to destroy people. And what you can also do is you can casualty a Titan of Industry and draw 7 cards. But hey, well, we'll see if that happens, but that is certainly an option. Maybe late in the game when, I don't know, you want to draw 7 cards, you can go for that. Yeah, mana base, pretty straightforward. We're playing 25 lands in total. We want to make our land drop. Sometimes we're even casting Titan of Industry. We're playing a deck with a 4-drop here, so we wanted to have a decent amount of lands. 25, I think, is the right number. Could go one lower because we do have these accelerators, but we also have 2 cycling lands. We have a Lair of the Hydra here and Sokenzan. Lair of the Hydra is neat because it is just sitting there, and in the late game, if we draw a Transmogrify, we can activate it for a green and 1 to then tap it also in itself and Transmogrify the Lair of the Hydra to have that creature available to us. You can also play Mutavault, which is even cheaper to activate, of course, but Mutavault is a colorless land, so it doesn't provide you with colors, and the mana requirements are pretty hefty for this one, because you want to have early black, you also want to have early green, and you're playing like red cards turn 3, turn 4, you're playing double red on 5, you're playing Titan of Industry triple green, so you're like a black-green deck, but also pretty hefty red part in it. Mana base is tricky, and yeah, that's why I wanted to have the colored sources over something like Mutavault. But it's good to keep in mind. Sideboards, we're looking at Duress, more interaction against control or combo. Of course, we got the Rending Volleys at the ready. A Needle, good against control, good against Khan, a great creator. Yeah, whatever it may be, we can have a Needle. This is not an Indomitable Creativity deck, right? Which we also recently played on the channel. This is a deck with Transmogrify, so it doesn't matter. You can have artifacts in your deck. With creativity, be careful not putting Grafdigger's Cage or something like that in your sideboard. Yeah, Abrade, not a removal. Reckoner Bankbuster, just an alternative way to gain card advantage. Third Ob Nixilis, good against control, etc. As I said. Extinction Event, why not? We're playing mostly even creatures with all the tokens, besides the Titan, of course. And that means that Extinction Event is going to be quite good against Mono Green Devotion. We're playing black, so having access to that sideboard bullet against that matchup is pretty excellent. And then I have Akroan War here. Akroan War is going to take away a creature of the opponent, and then we can kill it with Transmogrify or Lukka, which is pretty neat about this one. Usually I wouldn't run it in this deck, but again, that synergy is what makes it good against, for example, Shieldred. The Apocalypse is something you want to steal with Akroan War, and yeah, that is what you're doing. And you also have Esika's Chariot, so it means that if you steal a creature with the third chapter on the stack, you can crew the Chariot, have that creature become tapped, and then it deals damage to itself. So there's that synergy. So overall, Akroan War is pretty decent in an Esika's Chariot Transmogrify deck. Okay, that was all I had to say about this deck. Let's jump into the gameplay. All right, on the play, let's go. 2 lands. Yeah, I mean, we're missing the third land, but otherwise sense very good. Opponent's taking them all. I'm sitting at 99% here. Let's see if we can get into the thousands. Let's start out with green and red, I suppose. We don't need the black right now. Oh, it's a control deck. Okay. Well, there's the black. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the cultivation end of turn. It's better to do that than Briefcase. I mean, Sensor is obviously a thing that a lot of these control decks play. So I could go Briefcase, Briefcase. Or I could just slam down a Chariot and pray. It's this awkward twist of things, because if I let them go to turn 3, then they have Absorb available to them. I wish I had a Fable here. I would happily play a Fable. It's just so painful. They have it. They don't. Lucky me. Okay. Yeah. That Soul Petition. Yeah, that's fantastic, actually. I have another Chariot lining up. Although I gotta be aware that my opponent might have a sweeper here. They seem to have an instant. I think I might just Transmogrify a cat. Well, that could... I could just do Courier's Briefcase, Courier's Briefcase. And then they sweep my board and a Chariot. Then I have another Chariot lined up. They really have to use a sweeper. What if I just Briefcase? No. Yes. I wanna up the pressure, of course. They don't seem to have Sensor, so I could play a Chariot. No, that's not what I want to be doing. It's either Briefcase or Transmogrify. I think I go with the Briefcase because they seem to have something. But maybe I'm playing a bit too scared. I know I'm also taking infinite time for this early decision, but nonetheless, like, this is how you win against control. You think about what they could have, how you can play against it. And yeah. So the briefcase, I'm not able to crack that easily. I need one more treasure and then I could do it. I could crack one of them. So here, if I just attack for 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll already put them quite under the gun. I assume they have the verdict. They need it. Let's see what they're doing here. They're taking it. Okay. So now I could return Kaheera. I don't think I'm going to play Chariot here. Or I could just Transmogrify for a Titan. Get out a counterspell. But I think I'm just going to return to Kaheera, play my land, pass the turn. Because this signalizes Absorb to me. And I don't want to give them the opportunity to cast that. So you can actually Chariot, then crack both the briefcases, get a Titan. That play is only really bad against... I could also play Kaheera and do that. Blow up the Kaheera. That play is only really bad against March of Otherworldly Light, I guess, or... But I can crew the Chariot. Or Farewell. Farewell could get me. They seem to have, again, something. Or they're putting a stop in my turn. But yeah, I'm just going to blow up my Chariot. Get the Titan. And put a shield counter on the Titan. So they need Farewell to exile it. Or they need some combination of removal spells. If Verdict doesn't do it. If they have Farewell, good beats. They do. Yeah, Farewell's pretty good there. Pretty good, not gonna lie. So the Lair can hit for 5. It's not enough. That's 7. Okay. So if they have a removal for the Chariot, they still die. They need Absorb. Absorb is going to be... Absorb I can't really play around. So no, I can't play around Absorb, but then I can't play around removal. If I activate Lair, I obviously can play around Absorb. If I play Kaheera, they're gonna absorb Kaheera. Go up to 10. I guess it's not that bad. Kaheera wins against... Do they win if they have Counterspell? Any Counterspell? Like, I could just activate the Lair, but then... The Lair activation is too risky, I think. I'm gonna go with the Kaheera. If it resolves... I have lethal. So I can do this. Crew the Chariot. With the Kaheera. And now go face with everything. And even if they kill Chariot, they're gonna die. It's to my 7 damage. I mean, you have a March as well. Yeah, not much I can do about that now and then. They do, huh? Impressive. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm playing the best I can. And I mean, we're not in a losing position. We are probably likely to win this game still. Okay, they're going up to 5. Two cards left. Yeah, I'm reaching the stage of... Now I have to hope. I think now I have to activate Lair of the Hydra and hope. I could play Chariot, but then again I lose to absorb. I have the lethal on the board. I could just activate the Lair for X equals 2. Then I could still play a Fable. I'm gonna do 5 here and 1 there. So again, if they have 1 interaction, they will survive anyways, but at least I force them to do the interaction on one of my lethal attackers, and this way I then kill the Wandering Emperor. Damn it. Yeah, they have a shark. They can kill the Hydra with that, which is pretty good. So now they're at 2 life with a Teferi. I don't have a manland anymore, so I'm really have to dodge a sweeper now. Man, I think I played really to my outs, but they, yeah. They just, wow, just incredible. I mean, yeah, if they just have it all, then I can't win. That is how Magic works, unfortunately. Do I want to discard a Transmogrify here? It is probably good enough. I mean, you know, like, I'm not even upset of losing this game, honestly. Like, what did I do wrong? I mean, I think I made pretty good judgment calls. I played around things. I don't know. Would be interesting to rewatch this and see if I could have eked out something somewhere. But I think my opponent just, you know, they just had it all. And that happens. And then you lose. I mean, they needed the Farewell, which is probably a one-off in their deck. Then afterwards, they needed that Wanderer. They needed so many little different things. To be fair, I could have activated the Lair of Hydra bigger to play around a Shark Typhoon, I guess. And then after the Verdict, I would have had that available to me. Maybe. Yeah, I certainly could have done things here and there differently. Yes. But the way I played, I can't be... I don't think... Yeah, I don't know. I think I played pretty alright. Yeah. They can block the hall. They go to 1. They have Wandering Emperor. They have another Shark. Okay. Alright. That was something else, really. That was something else. Whew. Okay, what a start. What a start. I mean, Control is not a great matchup to begin with, but my draw was pretty good. I was on the play. Anyways, I mean, I think, yeah, we all can agree that my opponent had a pretty good set of answers there. Happens. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can do, and yeah, that is what matters. Okay, so we can start with black into green. Sure. And this might just be an Ob Nixilis game. Dovin's Veto. Farewell, Warning Emperor, twice. I'll take the Veto. Negate is pretty good against my deck. I'm playing 3 creatures in total. Yeah, I was thinking if I should. I'm definitely making a devil. And I'm gonna plus, and then I'm gonna play the needle here, because I'm gonna want to sneak it under this absorb to name these emperors. Oh wow, they concede. Okay. Well, that sideboard plan seems to work, huh? Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's do the same again for the next game. Yeah. Board Distortion is also something you could play in the sideboard if you really want to target blue-white. Good old Board Distortion. Glad to see Ob Nixilis take it home so quickly. And well, Nixilis, the adversary with a casualty, is just an absolute nightmare for any control player, especially blue-white. Okay, well, I would love to keep this on a 7. So I love Thoughtseize, and I kind of want to Thoughtseize twice. I could bin a land, like the Cragcrown Pathway. It's a bit greedy, but I'm on the draw. I'm gonna try that. I have another mana source here. Fable. Starnheim Hullbreaker. What? They're bringing the big guns. Starnheim Unleashed. Is that a card I want to play against? Playing the fair game? Hullbreaker Horror. I don't have an answer for that. It's gonna win the game at some point. But it costs 7 mana. Starnheim Unleashed. So they're gonna foretell it and they're gonna make, what, an angel next turn? Or make 2 angels on turn 5? Do I care? A little bit? I mean, if I make Titan, I've already trumped the Starnheim. I don't know. I'm gonna take it in case this game tends to go long. Then I should probably just take the payoff cards. No, I don't know. Interesting one. I think I'll just Thoughtseize again and then make another cultivation. If I play my Fable here, they're just gonna verdict me, which is not good. But yeah, now the Hullbreaker Horror becomes a bit scary, I guess. It's turn 3 of the game, I know. And this costs 7 mana, but nonetheless, I don't have an answer for it. Okay, that's actually a big problem too. Because I don't play a red land in my deck. Yikes. And why are they not soul petitioning my token? They know I'm missing land drop? That should be the first thing you're doing. The moment they see that I'm missing a land drop, they should kill it now. But they wanted to Field of Ruin me. That's weird. I guess they want to keep up the removal in response to a Transmogrify. Damn it. Alright. They got me with the Field of Ruin. I mean, there's only one deck in the format that really plays Field of Ruin. Maybe Demir Control too, but nobody plays that. And blue-white plays like, how many? 2 Field of Ruins these days? So I'm playing one forest, but that's the risk I'm running into with the stack. Field of Ruin getting me. Yikes. Okay. I guess I'm gonna get the Titan. Two cards left, yeah. I'll play Fable and pass. You want to counter that? Attacking doesn't make sense. I hit them, they hit me back. I'm gonna lose. This Soulbreaker Horror is gonna win this one. I see it coming. I think at this point I really have to hope that, I don't know, their last card in hand is something bad. I don't know what it could be. Maybe a Supreme Verdict. What is this? Why would you even do that? Because you want to gain the 5? I mean, that's literally the absolute worst card they could have had in this spot, and that's gonna make me concede instantly here. I don't even want to bother playing this one out, sorry. But this opponent just... Okay. A little tilted, not gonna lie. Okay, we're on the play. This hand is very close to doing it all, isn't it? 1 mana away from a turn 3 Transmogrify, and worst case I can just go for Ob Nixilis. I'm gonna try it. Thoughtseize. Not what I like to see. That briefcase, pretty important to me. They might take the Ob Nixilis, I don't know what they're thinking, but I would snap up this briefcase if I were them. They agree now. Blood Crypt was a pretty good draw. Make a devil. Set up this transmog. Could I have Fatal Push? Sure. Good to know. They don't want to use it, huh? You want to get me? You want to try and get me? I'm not going to play into it.
Not worth the effort.
Okay. Croxa. 4 cards left in hand. Just discard this push. Oh, that's my best draw. That's my best card in the matchup, probably. Excellent. And Chariot, I mean, this matchup, with Fable and Chariot, you have some really nice 2-for-1s against Rakdos. What Rakdos doesn't like is 2-for-1s. We all know that. Do another transmog. They know about it. They probably have some sort of removal at the ready. I think I'll just play Kaheera and attack with the kitties. You know, or what I could have also done is I could have crewed the Chariot. Maybe that was a bit hasty. I could have crewed the Chariot, just copy a cat, attack, see what they do. If they kill the Chariot, I can just make a Titan. They have that, sure. So they can't even kill the Chariot. Yeah, go for the throat. Not that good against Chariot. Okay, maybe I was a bit maybe I should have just crewed the Chariot attack with that. If they have the removal, they're gonna lose anyways. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that now. Let's see what they do. They have 2 removals on both the kittens. I can still blow up the Chariot to get me the Titan. And if they don't do nothing, yeah, they just lose to the Chariot. I'm just gonna plus. I'm just gonna plus. I could minus on a Chariot or a kitten, but I think they have a removal spell here just waiting to be used, and I don't see a reason for them to, yeah, just wait and see. Okay, they have forward kill and go for it. They have a split. Okay, that's, yeah, I kind of like that. Got both angles, I guess. Another Crocs, sure. Crocs is a card this deck cannot play because of Titan and the Transmogrify stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's get in there for 6. And now we can minus with the Lukka after they took the damage. They can kill a kitten. But then we're gonna transmog on another kitten and get a Titan into play. How are you feeling about that? Trankos 11. Yes, I'd like to transmogrify my own thing. And I'll make a 4/4 and I put a shield counter on this Titan. And if we draw land, we have another Titan coming down. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. In this matchup, what's important? Akroan War is nice, Bankbuster is decent. A Braid can be good if they have their own Bankbuster, but will they? Will they do so? What are we cutting? I kind of like most of my cards. I guess Thoughtseize is not that important in this matchup because I'm not gonna. I think the cards that I like the least are Thoughtseize and some of my Transmogrify stuff. Because the games I lose are the ones where I draw too many of these combo effects and they just have a removal to essentially break that up. So the way I win this is I'm just gonna grind. I could also cut a Briefcase because it's kind of like a speed bump, but it's not really a good grindy card. Ob Nixilis is grindy-ish, but I think it's good enough in this deck. Maybe. It's tough that yeah, they can have so many creatures, especially when you're on a draw, they can just kill it. I definitely want these Akroan Wars. They are a lock. I might want to have a Braid to have more removal. The way I see myself losing is if we don't get into the late game. That's how I lose. So I could cut some Thoughtseize, add the Braid, maybe add the Bankbuster, maybe add Ob Nixilis, Transmogrify, add the Thoughtseize back in. A bit worried that this will... I think the Briefcase I need to enable myself. I'll just put back a Transmog. I have 5 of these effects. I hope I don't get stranded with them. That's my biggest fear. But nonetheless, there will be situations where having them will be pretty good. Nonetheless, like if you use it on a token, it's not even that bad. Because you just lose a token. Especially with Lukka, you just minus. You still have a Planeswalker sitting there. This hand would be excellent if it had a red mana. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I think I'm playing a grindy matchup. I gotta keep this one. Thoughtseize on the Bankbuster will make this a lot weaker, of course. But if I draw a red, I'm gonna be in a good spot. I have Chariot. I can return Kaheera. I don't want to mulligan into Oblivion against Rakdos. Well, it's just a resource grind. They take the Chariot. Wow. Drawing the red. Nice. Yeah, now they take the Bankbuster, I assume. Yeah. You think they have Bone Crusher? I think so. Looks like it. Which means I wanna plus this Ob Nixilis, I think. That's what that means. Now they can have double Bone Crusher, but hey, can't play around everything. Yeah, it's just a way they can answer the Ob Nixilis. Nice. It's plus. I could return Kaheera. Or I could play Briefcase, keep up a Braid. They don't seem to have Stomp this time. I'm gonna hide the fact that I have a second red here too, I guess. Yep. Now I have a token on demand. If they ever tap out, I can just play Lukka and win the game on the spot. Yeah. Nixil is looking pretty good. Make it 4/4 and put a sheet counter. Titan in the house. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is what the deck is trying to do. This is what the deck is trying to do. I did have fun, yeah. On the play yet again. What's going on with my red mana situation? Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this one, I think. This is just too slow. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Underground River. What may that be? Underground River. Some... We'll see, we'll see. Ah, rogues, okay. They're gonna get Darkslick Shores soon. Good addition. Likely not a good matchup for me, though. Yikes. Play Fable. No Luris. Brazen Borrower. So it's a pretty decent start. Two cards left in hand, yeah. Gonna ditch a land, I guess. I could ditch the Ob Nixilis. Doesn't look that good here, does it? I could just make a Devil, I guess. Devil is kind of good against the Enforcer. But the Enforcer is gonna be a free 2 next turn. It's at least I think at least, you know, it's gonna interact a little bit. I could sack the Lair of the Hydra. Make it a 1/1, right? Then sack it into the Ob Nixilis. That would leave me... I don't think that's a good idea, no. Ob Nixilis is just an answer for this Enforcer here. In this situation. That's all it needs to do for now. Give me some more time. They could mill all my Titans. Windrubber, okay. One card left in hand, yeah. I gotta go for it. I just gotta hope that last card is not a counterspell. Or removal. So I'm actually gonna use the Briefcase token here instead of the Devil token, because my token is gonna get exiled. So the Devil wouldn't die and then wouldn't be able to kill something. So I'm just gonna try to kill that. Pray. They seem to have something, or just second Windrubber? I mean, sure. It's rogues, they have a lot of interaction. Not such easy competition today. They literally had to use up all their cards so far. Alright, well... do I want to block? I guess so. It's too much damage. I can copy the Devil and then have it die and kill the Windrubber next turn. Take 4 more. Maybe it's worth. Maybe it's actually worth it. Having a Devil around is also good against the Borrower. Yeah, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have blocked. I shouldn't have blocked. There's my Devil, though.
You work for me now, runt.
Into dust. No Brazen Borrower, okay. Yeah. If they mill one more Titan. Yeah, that's all of them. They milled all my Titans. Now we gotta do it the fair way. It's gonna be difficult.
This isn't over.
Thoughtseize. Maybe I should have never used my Transmogrify. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Good beats. That's what this looks like. It's gonna be difficult to win. How do I win this? I have to draw Chariot. I have to raise them. So I'll just draw a bunch of Fatal Push. Yeah, 6 in the air. Very, very dead next turn already. Okay, GG. Like, they can play Brazen Borrower end of turn, I don't have anything against that, and they had 15 life, like, this is over. Okay, that was pretty smooth. Ooh, Rogues is like the nightmare matchup, isn't it? They have so much interaction, low pressure. Can't get much worse than that. I don't know how I win this. By casting things. Thoughtseize. How do I win this? Rending Volley? Playing control? Trying to control the deck that plays draw force for 4 mana? But trying to combo against them is just impossible. I think I have to play control. And then the question is Ob Nixilis good in the control plan? I mean, my deck is such a shitty control deck, though. I barely have any card advantage. Maybe I just gotta hope they add these duress and then go for the combo. Do it like this. Stay on track. Got a Lukka for Rending Volley. Then maybe on the draw, I'll try the controlling game plan, add like braids and Rending Volleys and Bankbusters. On the play, I try to combo. I'm not gonna mulligan this, am I? It's a pretty painful hand here if I shock myself. I'm gonna start at 14 life. Essentially. Could wait. Be a little bit less damaging. Lofty Denial, Thoughtseize. Yeah, I kinda have to try to win with this Chariot, I guess. And that works by Thoughtseizing the Lofty Denial. More Fatal Push. Do I wait with killing this Enforcer? Maybe. God. Yeah, okay, I'll kill it. Ah, he drew another one. Okay. And now they can just Fatal Push both the kittens, and then I'm left with a Chariot with nothing else. Ah, God. I guess that's what's gonna happen here. What else? I could Sokenzan, try to double block. They're gonna Fatal Push one. Then I play Chariot on the next turn. I lose both spirits against one Fatal Push, but at least I won't lose both kitties. Yeah, I think that's better than just playing Chariot and having both kitties die. I mean, this has to be one of the absolute worst matchups I could run into. Let me guess, Drown in the Lock. Yeah, I don't think I'm capable of out-controlling my opponent, honestly. Even if we win this, I don't have high hopes for the last game. They can easily beat a Chariot. They just have like a draw 4 here, multiple push. It just doesn't even matter. I'm super dead. I can feel it. They even let that happen. They have to draw 4. Yeah. I'll try it. But they attacked with a 3-2, which seems crazy. If they have to draw 4, why wouldn't they stay back for this to block the Chariot? That means, I mean, they have... They're brave, reckless. I don't know what's going on. Why wouldn't you stay back for this if you have to draw 4? If you have to draw 4, you're just gonna turn into a control deck in this stage of the game. No, they're staying back. Okay. But like, that's the power of rogues, right? It can be this aggressive aggro deck that tempos you, but then it can also turn into this control deck. Drown my Thoughtseize. Okay. Nice trade. I'll take that trade every day. Okay. Okay. Huh. So they can sack this Wind Robber to enable the push, kill my Kaheera or kill my Chariot. I think at this point, I'll just let them kill either Kaheera or Chariot, because now I have 2 valuable creatures, you know, like, now I'm just gonna force the issue. And if they kill the Chariot, I'm fine. Sure. They have 10. You better have another Fatal Push here, which looks like they do. Okay. Sure. Put them to 7. Maybe they drew a bunch of lands. It's definitely a good sign for me. Titan. Can almost hardcast the Titan. Okay, yeah. I'll just plan to make another 1/1. Ooh, they go with the Casa and kill themselves. Yeah, I don't know if you wanted to do that. Okay, we got him. We got him. How did we win this game? They flooded out big time. They needed a couple more removals or action spells. We had answers for the early rogues. We didn't die to them. The game went long. The Chariot resolved. I just wonder how I want to play this. I think trying to transmogrify my own stuff is just so difficult. I'm gonna shave a couple more. And then I'm gonna add a Braid. I like the Bankbuster a lot, actually, the more I think about this. But if the games go grindy and it goes long, it's just, it's so difficult to imagine me winning against the draw 4 if I try to grind. That's just my issue with this game plan. So I gotta hope that I have the rest or Thoughtseize for the draw 4. Yeah. Alright, I'll cut some briefcases. Maybe a Titan. Okay. Now we're just being this sort of Fable Esika's Chariot mid-range deck. That's what we're trying to do. Have Thoughtseize to res, removal spells, Bankbuster to draws cards. And hope that's good enough. Hopefully the opponent mulligans. We take that into the story. I had a mulliganing. I'm gonna keep this hand. Not amazing or anything, but it's not a mulligan. You gotta play to your outs. Like, we all can agree that this matchup is not an easy one for my deck, but you can always play to your outs. Okay, they don't have a turn 1 thing. Let's go with black and duress. Oh, they have Mutavault. I'll take the drown. Lofty is just a Censor when they don't have a flyer. That was a little... I don't think that was a good line that I could take there, actually. Because I kind of want to keep up a braid, but I don't have a way to keep up a braid and to play the cultivation. So I probably should have started this game with an Overgrown Tomb into a red source. And should have considered that they could have had End Step, Soaring Thought Thief, which is a creature you want to kill immediately. You don't want to give them space. To hit you and then get cards milled and enable their payoffs. Pressure's on. Taste my 3/2 vigilance. Creature. Mighty cat beast. I'll take the 2 another time. Could fatal push. But I don't see much of a reason to rush things. Yeah, I mean, as long as I have no graveyard, the draw 4 is not enabled. All my removal spells will stop any rogues from making action in that regard. Lukka. Let's try resolving you.
Dissenters are welcome to debate me in battle.
I could minus on the human, but that of course loses against a couple things. It doesn't lose, but it's not gonna go pretty. What's that about? I'm gonna try my luck. It worked. It worked! Put a shield counter on the Titan, please. Alright! We got the rogues play. I don't know how. They must have flooded again, or... I mean, if you keep rogues from enabling the graveyard, that means that things like Drown in the Log are much worse. The Into the Stories, they could have had just drawn 2 Into the Stories. Dwarf War, but it costs 7 mana at that point. That's how you can beat rogues. 4 times on the play. Easy mode today. Okay, Descent is good. I guess the only card that doesn't really fit is the Ob Nixilis. But I mean, I could just beat a fair game plan here of going Ob Nixilis on turn 3. But I have a Chariot on turn 3, don't I? To be fair, the Lukka is going to cost me 5. I only have 3 sources right now. Maybe I'm just going to try to do it fair. What do I do? I could just do this. Go with the Ob Nixilis plan. I'll try that. And then I have the treasure to ramp me into Lukka on turn 4 if I draw 1 land. Seems good. Okay. Well, now I just get an elf. Or should I? No, actually, I should just do this. Because the elf makes continuous mana, but I'm gonna sack this creature anyways into the Ob Nixilis. And then I have the Briefcase still up, which is decent. Let's attack first. So I can play around a Sensor or something like that. Boom. Just resolving, huh? What are we playing against? Blue-white without white? That's blue-white, yeah. They don't have a 2-mana counter. Well, let's pay me some tribute, shall you?
Pleasure doing business with. Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
What do I do here? Just make a 1/1 end of turn. Seems pretty clear to me that they have an absorb. Okay.
Not worth the effort.
It's just gonna gain you 4 and what? That's it. Just 4 life. No, because I have a creature, right? Yeah, you get 1/1s. True, fair. Okay. What now? Sack. Well, they tapped out. God, I'm a bit slow right now. I'm somewhere else with my brain. Yeah, let's untap. Let's plus. Let's actually Thoughtseize, why not? Because we still have 5 mana. Lockdown is a pretty good card. But I have a Titan in play now. So what's good against Titan? Supreme Verdict? Not really. I have the shield counter. Lockdown can get rid of everything else besides the Titan. But then I still have the Titan. And a Lukka and an Ob Nixilis. So I'll just take the Ferry. I think I kill this. The Devil is good against the 1/1s. And works with Ob Nixilis. Do I attack? Should have attacked first. It's okay. I'll stay back. So now they can lock down, but that's fine. 2 Planeswalkers and a 7/7. They can Verdict. It's also fine. 2 Planeswalkers and a 7/7. Getting paired twice against blue-white. And Ob Nixilis showing why it's really good in this matchup both times. And with that, I mean, the black version might just be the best against blue-white in general. I know that the Timor version is not the best against blue-white. Teammates of mine have played that at World Championship in Explorer. Simon Nielsen, Matti Kuisma, Carl Serap, and Julian Vellman. But they anticipated no control at that tournament, which was pretty much the case, and almost nobody played control. Yeah, they anticipated that, but they said that that matchup is not good. But with JUND, with Thoughtseize and Ob Nixilis, it doesn't look so bad. It might still be unfavored. Okay, so now we just... Lukka is pretty nuts too. Like, I can just repeatedly get the Titan here now. Just kill a cat. It's pretty messed up. Make a 4/4 shield counter. Yeah. Farewell is the only one that can just reset the Titan and the entire board. Farewell is really good against this archetype, of course. But Ob Nixilis also goes around Farewell. Well, yeah, Ob Nixilis is one of the best answers to a Farewell. Not answers, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like ways to go around it. Cut a Transmogrify and leave it as is. Seems like a decent plan. Alright, sweet. Could have maybe one more grindy element in my sideboard. Maybe a 4th Ob Nixilis if you really want to hammer this matchup down. Why not? Honestly, like... Blue-white control is fairly popular on the ladder, I'd say. I run into that deck quite often. I don't think it's tier 1. It's like solidly tier 2. But still, people just like to play it, I guess. I mean, people like to play control. I like to play control. Sure. I really like about this deck that it has this nice fair game plan. Where you can just go Fable into Chariot or something, you know? Yeah, Farewell is dangerous, as is Absorb. I guess I'm going to take the Absorb and later the Farewell. Being here is just plus. I don't care about my own life. The devil is gonna die to this verdict anyways. More duress. I think this is the turn where I had Chariot though. I'll save the duress for later. The only thing I was missing here was that 2-drop. If I had that 2-drop into Ob Nixilis, yikes. That double Ob Nixilis would drain a lot harder here. Now they are not under so much pressure that they could get back into this. Lyra, wow. The funny thing is my own Transmogrify could kill the Lyra. What are they getting then? But yeah, I mean, looks kind of good here because I can't answer with a Titan myself. I can take on this Ob Nixilis. Yeah, Lyra's looking pretty good here. Shock Typhoon, another Deluge. Let's take the Absorb. Interesting. I wouldn't play a 5/5 tap myself out card against a deck that can just put a Titan into play easily. I don't know. I don't like that idea. But it does seem pretty decent in this game. Maybe it's because of the Ob Nixilis. Maybe it's just desperate measures in a way. I guess if I am too frisky with a cat token here, they can just eat the cat token with the Shock Typhoon. I'm also at 14. What you gonna do? I have double Titan in hand. Okay, so I could crew the Bankbuster if I want to, but I think I'd rather draw cards. Try to hit lands for the Titan. They don't have an answer for the Titan right now in their hand.
Wipe that smug look off your face.
Do I discard a Titan here? I mean, I have this Goblin, and this Goblin is going to make me a treasure, so I'm not discarding a Titan. Yeah, let's just attack everybody that likely going to make a Shark, eat one of my creatures, but then we can just resolve the Titan. They could Memory Deluge into a Sensor or Disdainful Stroke. That is a danger. Yeah, but hey, what you gonna do? They're just gonna make a Shark. Yeah. Do I gain 5 or do I put a shield counter? Shield counter is going to be good against the Verdict. If they have a removal for the Titan, just like, I don't know, Soul Petition to Fairy minus. They can hit me for 9 in the air, I go to 5. Okay, I guess I have a second Titan. But I don't have the land for that. Like, gaining 5 is a bit of an insurance against I get to Fairy minus. It's the question, do I want to take that insurance or do I want to take the shield counter insurance, which is good against Fateful Absence, which I believe my opponent showed me in game 1, right? They killed one of my Ob Nixilis. Yeah, they did. So they have Fateful Absence in the deck. They have Verdict in hand. I think I'm going to go with the shield counter. I could also ignore the 4-4, I guess. Not making a 4-4 seems wild. Gaining 5 life, making a 4-4. I guess the 4-4 is pretty bad against Lyra. But advancing on the board is always nice. I'm a sucker for value. Who cares about life points? Okay. No attacks. Yeah, this game is interesting now. I have the Kiki to copy the Titan, so they kind of have to answer my board in some way. I'll just pass. I have this Bankbuster I can activate. Next turn I have Kiki. Farewell is already in the graveyard. Maybe they play 2 copies. If they destroy my Kiki somehow, I might be in trouble. So the Verdict here, I have a 7/7, I have a Bankbuster, I have a lot of power coming at my opponent. So Verdict doesn't look that good. They're gonna Verdict, huh? And if I block, I lose my creature. But if I don't block, So this can give reach, right? Guess reach. Could have put this on my 4/4 last turn. That would have been actually kind of good. Maybe. Taking 9, going to 5. They don't have a Hall of Storm Giants. But if I go to 5, I'll take it. I don't want to lose my shield counter. I can't afford to, I think. But now they're probably not going to verdict. But then I have... now I lose against the spot removal on my Kiki Jiki, I guess. Something like that. I don't even lose. I have another Titan coming down. That Titan is going to gain me 5. So they need spot removal and counterspell to get me. I'm hoping they just verdict here. They don't. That's not good for me. They have spot removal. Do they also have... That's the question. Do they also have the counter for the Titan? They have 2 unknowns. They might definitely have it. They might definitely have it. What is that? English? Not. Let's draw a card. They could also have Wandering Emperor. Yeah, Thoughteize, I mean, that helps. Well, I would go to 1. Yikes. I have 7 in play, 7 mana. I could go to 1 to try to resolve this Titan, then go up to 6 again. I also have double cultivation, which I can just put on my permanents. Could make this a reach creature. This gives vigilance to everything, which is kind of cool too. At least to, sorry, it gives vigilance to cats and Titan. Do I have lethal here? 3, 14, 18, 9. I technically also have lethal. If I play Kaheera. Okay, let's Thoughtseize first. Let's see if I have lethal. 3. That's 6, 14, 18, 22 damage I have coming across with the Kaheera. 23 damage actually. Veto that. Okay. If I don't play Kaheera, I have 7, 11, 15, 16, 20. Okay, so... But I can't play Kaheera. Right. Oh, are you telling me you have another counterspell? That'd be obscene. You don't. So now I can crew the Bankbuster with the Bankbuster with the Kaheera, and then I can attack with everything. These guys have vigilance as well. Then I can put a cultivation on a cat to survive the attack. What do they have? Soul Petition. One last card. 13, 19, 20. This is 23 damage. You got something. You got a shock. That's good enough. That is good enough. That is good enough. Faithful, Dovin's Veto, and a shock. Not bad, not bad. Not a bad comeback. So I just die against a spot removal if I don't play this cultivation. Yeah, I guess I'll play around the spot removal. Same again, same stuff. If I do this, I go to 1, but I still keep that freaking 7/7, which is gonna win against this verdict. Am I gonna win against the Wandering Emperor? It's 7 life. I should be able to win against the Wandering Emperor, yeah. They kill the 8/8. No, it does. It has vigilance even. Ah, I lose against Wandering Emperor anyways because of they give plus to the shark and kill me. Okay, wait a minute. Can I win against the verdict if I block here? So they're gonna verdict the entire board. I'll be left with a 4/4. Play a Titan. then I lose against something that can absorb, right? The counterspell for the Titan is what I lose to. If I double block, I don't lose against Wandering Emperor. It's just what you play around, really. They already used 2 absorb. That means they only have 2 absorb left in their deck. But that's 7. I can win instantly. That's a nice thing. Because if I do this, I win instantly, right? If I do this, I only have this 4 damage here. I can make a 1/1 with this. I can. Then I put them to 2, and then they memory deluge into something like a farewell, and then they might be able to beat my Titan plus. So I think I'm gonna go for the kill. I'm gonna go for the throat. If you have it, you have it. But I don't want to play the long game. I don't want to have them be at 7 and then just survive my attack from the Bankbuster. Then they memory deluge, look at the top 7, you know, and if they find another farewell, they're right back in it. Or not in it, they're probably winning. Okay, they didn't have the Emperor. I live another turn. They have the Verdict. I'll float some mana. I'll make a 1/1. Okay, we already know they don't have it, so I could name Emperor now. If they have Absorb... So if I play Titan, they have Absorb, they would survive. But if they have a spot remove for the Titan, then... But if they had a spot remove for the Titan, they would have probably... I don't know, gotten rid of it somehow, some way. So I'm just gonna... Maybe they have Shark Typhoon again? Okay, I'll play Needle on Shark Typhoon. I guess... Yeah, but if I play Needle on Shark Typhoon, they have Absorb. Which, this kind of forces the Absorb, right? Because I believe they have to Absorb! Yes! Oh, now I can play Titan Crew the Bankbuster! Oh my god, I baited them kind of into that. I mean, they had to do it. This was obvious. They had to do it. Because they were literally staring down lethal. So they had to absorb there. But that way we could lock it up. Anyways. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Imagine I would have blocked with that Titan. Imagine I would have blocked with the Titan on the... Oh. I'm just happy right now and relieved. Imagine I would have blocked with the Titan on the Shark with the Lyra last turn. I would have lost my entire board. I would have played a Titan again. They would have absorbed that Titan. They would have been at 10 life. I would have lost that game. That one decision lost me that game. I put a risk out there, losing against any Wandering Emperor. But, yeah. Glad I made the right call there. And glad that really paid off. And it also shows you, I know some of you might be saying, oh my god, you used all your ropes, you're thinking so long. You have 16 minutes on the clock, you're putting 21. Like, thinking these things through and talking through them also takes longer, to be fair. Like, me telling you all these details that I have in my head obviously takes time. Then it takes more time than if I would just think on my own. But yeah, this is what this is for. This is what I'm doing, and this is how you eke out that advantage to then win these games that you sometimes wouldn't win. And these are these tiny, small decisions. Yeah. And this is the way I think, and I hope, yeah, you enjoyed that a little bit, and I'm just a little proud of myself in that moment. Okay. And that was JUND Transmogrify, a little bit of a longer video. I hope you enjoyed it. I must say, I like this deck. It's still early iteration, of course. There's lots of things you can improve. The sideboard maybe in some ways, but the main deck, yeah, I guess I don't have any changes to make. We went 3-1. We lost once against blue-white. One of my worst matchups, and pretty close nonetheless. And they had very good draws. So yeah, I like this iteration of this archetype, and it's good against Rakdos, that's for sure. I'm not super sure how it's against Mono Green Devotion. If you get out, like, this deck can consistently get out a Titan on turn 3 of the game, blowing up like a Wolffuller Haven, attacking Kioras, attacking Khans. That's good. You have Fatal Push, you have Thoughtseize to interact a little bit earlier, kill an elf, take something away. So I think the mono green matchup isn't terrible. Then you have Extinction Event in the sideboard, so on, so on. I don't know, but this deck is promising to me. One of the better brews or off meta decks I've played in a while, and I highly recommend it. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.